I believe schools should be interested in giving me a scholarship more than a guy who has a lot of awards and stuff because, first of all, I'm more dedicated than anybody.
What you see today is just the start of his potential. You recruit a solid athlete now, and then you look up, and by the time he's, a couple years in, you're going, wow, we got even more than we bargained for. It's going to make a couple coaches very happy, in the years to come when dealing with Zach.
Man, I can play, so that's one big step. Is I want to be in that big moment. I want that ground ball in the 9th inning. I want that at bat to win a ball game. I'm willing to work as hard as I can. I will be the guy at practice working harder than anybody else. I'll be the guy staying late and being early. I train in the weight room 6 to 7 days a week. I'm training at the cages, hitting an hour a day, every day at least. Taking ground balls 5 days a week. I'm on a throwing program. I have a speed and agility coach. This is my job. This is what I want to do with my life. So this is me working towards a goal of being one of the best collegiate middle infielders in the country. So that's the goal here.
My name is Mike Waters. I'm the president of Phase One Sports here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Our goal is to complete an athlete. I've worked with athletes, from NFL, NBA, from big names to players just getting ready for the draft. I've had the opportunity to work with Zach here for close to a year or so. And the first thing that you'll notice is he's one of the hardest working athletes that we have in the program. He really has a desire, really has a love for the game, a love for training and getting better. Very studious type of kid. Anything that you tell him, he's going to pick it up quick and he's going to apply it. Very powerful kid, and one of the things that we've been doing here over the last few months is helping him to really utilize that and really turn that into explosiveness on the field. He's a kid that you can really put pressure on him and kind of beat him up, and he's able to take that and kind of use that as positive energy. His natural power and explosion is a great characteristic that I think he'll continue to develop, that mental toughness to really absorb that pressure and kind of want that pressure. What we like to create is an environment where a high school athlete is getting the same type of program design that they're going to get at the highest levels. When Zach gets to that Division I program, he's not going to get there and be all in shock and in awe of everything that's going to happen. He's going to be used to it. He's going to walk into that weight room and he's going to say, okay, cool, they got the Vertimax and medicine balls and things like that, just like Phase One. So at the end of the day, it's really about, preparing them for that level and getting the most out of them now, so that when that Division I institution gets that athlete, they're like, good job, Phase One. And that's what they'll get out of Zach, because he works at that capacity. And so he's gonna blend right into that Division I program, and they're gonna get a great athlete. The great thing is he's a young athlete and his ceiling is so high. He's a kid that you're gonna see really develop over the next 2 to 3 years as he matures and grows into his body a little bit more. You're gonna get that mainly because he already has the work ethic, he already has the discipline. Over the next couple of years, you're gonna have an athlete that what you see today is just the start of his potential. You recruit a solid athlete now, and then you look up, and by the time he's, a couple years in, you're going, wow, we got even more than we bargained for. It's going to make a couple coaches very happy, in the years to come when dealing with Zach.
Yep, it's all worth it, baby. Nobody's doing this. I'm doing this. Nobody's doing it.
My name is Mike Easler. I signed out of high school in 1969 with the Houston Astros. Spent 10 years in the minor leagues before I finally made it to the big leagues to stay in 1979. That's the year we won the World Series with the world champion Pittsburgh Pirates. Made the All-Star team in 1981, played in my hometown of Cleveland, Ohio. and I ended up playing 10 plus years in the major leagues, maybe 14, bits and parts of 14. And I ended my career in 1987 with the New York Yankees. And from the Yankees, I went 2 years and played in Tokyo, Japan with the Nippon Ham Fighters. And I've been coaching for the last 20 years, and baseball is my life. Well, I think number one, his attitude, his work ethic. You know, he works on hitting the ball to all fields as far as hitting is concerned. He uses the whole field. He doesn't try to overswing. He knows he's not a home run hitter, so he tries to concentrate on hitting the ball to opposite field, up the middle, line drives. And he's a good student. You know, from what I see is he's been a good student in school, and that's what you have to play Division I baseball. And the kid has worked extremely hard. I've always been impressed by his work ethic, his dedication, his commitment. And when I work with kids, I just look at their attitude and how they go about practicing and working hard, trying to get better. He's very coachable, and he's getting better and better every year. The more I see him, you know, the better he's getting. He's getting older now, so he's really concentrating and doing the little things he has to do to become better. And he's taking his time. He's not trying to rush it. He's still young. And but what I see here, and I come here quite often, you know, at the baseball facility, he's always working, doing little things to make himself better. A lot of kids work and swing, but they're really not sure what they're working on. He has like definite a purpose of what he's trying to do. He's trying to stay founded. He has a good foundation. He's trying to make sure he gets the bat short and quick to the ball and use the whole field. He swings with wood as well as aluminum, and he hits the ball just as hard with both. It's just his commitment, I feel like he has a purpose, you know, what he's doing, what he's working toward. He's just not swinging and just getting out here tired, you know. He's working for a purpose. He's trying to do, you know, become better and trying to make put himself on the level that he can play at the, you know, Division I competition, and he's done that the last 3 years especially.
All I do is play baseball nowadays. I'm not worried about anything else. As a kid, you know, you're worried about the girls and the parties, and then you kind of realign your priorities when you realize that this is a business. As a kid, I approached baseball as a game. Now I'm at the point where I'm approaching it as a business. So this is my future. I'm really attacking it completely differently. My choices off the field reflect what I want to be on the field. What you realize is when you want to be a top-notch player, you have to be consistent. It's not about playing great one day, it's about playing great every day. That approach coming towards each day makes me a better player. Not only my skills have improved, I've gotten taller, I've gotten bigger, I'm faster, I'm stronger. My hitting in general has just went up to levels that I wouldn't have imagined, and now I can actually hit the ball oppo with authority rather than just Judying it over there. I was running 7.4s, I'm running 6.5 to 6.7s. My complete game has changed.
Hi, my name is Sam Sorover. I'm from Las Vegas, Nevada. I'm the strength coach here at On Deck Baseball Academy. I got my certificate through the UNLV WITS program for speed and agility. I've been doing it for about 6 years now. As a coach, here's what you're getting. You're going to get a player that's going to give you 110% every single time. He doesn't know what the word quit means. He pushes his body past the normal limits that most people do. He's in here to go on the extra mile, you know, making the extra time to get what he needs to do right for baseball. And I think Zach has a great desire to get to the next level, you know, whether it be college or the pros as well. And I think he's a really hard worker. Where most kids are at home playing Xbox or going to the movies with their girlfriends and doing whatever. He's actually in here, and when it's 100 degrees out, doing hard work. You know, he has a different mentality. He's really a hard work. He's always pushing himself, and you know, never cancels on me. Here at the Academy, I've worked with a lot of people, 2 through the Yankees organizations. Neil Medchell's with the Tampa Yankees, Jeff Farnham's with Charleston River Dogs. I've also worked with Gil Velasquez. He's currently with the AAA Marlins. He's also played big leagues for the Red Sox and the Angels. Randy Ruiz is with the AAA Reno Aces. He's also played for the Toronto Blue Jays, also over in Japan. Bryce Harper worked out with us here recently. I've been working with Zach Cronin now for about 2.5 years now here down at the Academy. He usually is in here 3 times a week with me. With agility, you want to give like, you know, a day and a half in between each agility session. That way, when he's not doing weight training, he's in here doing this with me. So that way, he gives his body a little bit of rest. But he's in here like at least 3, sometimes even 4 times a week. I think Zach's a top 1 prospect for the fact that he has speed on his side. He has great hands on the defensive side. He's got a great stick. I watch him hitting here all the time in the cages. He's a pretty much like, you know, a 5-tool player. He's got it all. He's got the speed, the agility, the power, you know, and he's a dedicated ball player.
I think what sets me apart from the next guy is I have the combination of athletic ability and speed. as well as baseball IQ. And when I say all of that, I mean there's always going to be guys who can run, but I can run and I know what to do with the ball when I get it. My fastest time has been a 6.58, consistently around a 6.7 or so. What's different is I can make plays that other guys can't, and I'm not going to make the mental mistakes that other guys are, so I think that separates me. I'm a leadoff guy who can control the bat. I can push, I can drag for you, move guys over. I'm always willing to, have quality at bat rather than get my hacks in. So my speed not only is good from a perspective of defensively, I mean I can get to balls over my head that other guys can't. Left to right I'm pretty quick, but I also can steal some bags for you, and I'm looking for the team first, and that's not a cliche. I'm a leadoff guy, so for me to do my job, I have to root for the other guys to get me in. I'm a middle infield guy who's defensive specialist. When it comes to anything to my right or left, I can play short and second. There's a lot of things that I want to do as far as being a leader, as far as being a captain. There's a lot of goals in here for me that I just want to achieve. I want to lead a team to victory. I want to be a part of a winning team, as I've said previously. So.
My name is Andy Concepcion. I'm the owner of On Deck Baseball Academy located in Las Vegas, Nevada. Zach's one of the top players that comes in here. We have several guys here, a lot of college guys, a lot of pro guys, and he's up there right with them all. I think Zach has tremendous work ethic. We've been with Zach for the last couple of years in high school and so on, and he's definitely has Division I, talent. He comes in 2-3 times a day, gets his workouts done. He works hard. He's in the gym here training. He's in the cages hitting with his father, and the rest of the hitting instructors here. He works really hard. They're getting a great kid, a coachable kid, some kid that'll run through a wall for you.
My overall GPA was a 3.2 weighted. Senior GPA was a 3.7 both semesters. I think my maturity had a lot to do with the reason why I graduated with a 3.7 my senior year. Studied a lot more, worked on my grades a lot more than I had in the past, and really realized what it meant. So I think that my maturity level actually really helped my baseball and my school. So I ended up with a 14.20 on my SAT, which is okay, and I'm always willing to retake that if it were a deciding factor between me and getting to a school that I was interested in, the program as well as the academics. So I believe if I study hard, I'll be able to get a 1650, no problem. My senior year is really when I stepped up my grades and I took it to the next level. I went from being a 3.0 to 3.2 guy, getting decent grades, not bad, but not really putting all my effort out. And then my senior year, I didn't take 4 classes, I took 6. Because I didn't feel that having all that free time was going to do anything for me. So I took 6 classes and ended up with a 3.7. Both semesters, 1 Scholar Athlete Award. So I realized my priorities and where they should lie and where they lie now. I've went and lived a real life. I worked 40 hours a week, and I had to pay bills and realized that baseball is the best opportunity that I have to succeed, not only within sports, but as to get my best opportunity academically as well. And also, you never realize how much you love the game until you don't have it. So to be perfectly honest with you, I've learned a lot throughout my whole experience, and I've rededicated my life to it over the last year. It's all I do. I believe I'll be the most prepared freshman coming in, just due to the fact that this is all I do.